of like financial nihilism, crypto nihilism, is gambling and degeneracy like the ultimate use case of crypto?
I think it makes sense why it was the first one, and it's a banger one.
It's a
To be
fun
honest.
one.
It's a fun one, and we need to embrace it. But I think there's so many more, and you're already seeing on like Solana as well. You're already seeing a lot of really interesting stuff. Like DPIN
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
is a big one. Obviously, DeFi is the OG one. DeFi is really changing lives out here. There's so many use cases out there. I think this use case just makes sense that it's really I think, clearly speculation is going to be the first use case apart from maybe payments that really gains
Yeah.
tons and tons of usage. We're talking about, look, the centralized exchanges. That's like what these are the biggest players in the space. Their the use case there is speculation,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How is this any different? I think this is just the angle here is just a lot more unique because it's on chain. It takes, centralized exchanges are kind of like a bit more OG, but here it's like the I guess like the new school of like what's popular with crypto people and CT. Um, so yeah, I think that this vertical is what's going to end up getting mass traction first, but there's going to be many others to follow.
It's a good answer. I like that it's like it's not the only, but it's like the first one that really. Because I mean, even I was just at my friend's college graduation the other day, and I went and saw my old like college friends, and 8 out of 10 of them have like less than $100 in their bank account and like a riveting sports gambling addiction. And they make no money on. You make zero money in sport. You do not make money in sports betting. Nobody makes money in sports betting unless you're professional. I just like it makes sense that you fucking take that $100, close your eyes, and fire it into some coins, rather than sports betting.
Yeah, I think this kind of we want to talk meme coin super cycle. I think the timing is right for meme coins to really get adopted by non-crypto native people. And the tech is actually there.
The infrastructure is
The
right.
infrastructure is actually there.
Yes.
Like you don't need to build any more bullshit infrastructure. It's there.
No
like,
more L2s.
Solana works. Solana's brilliant. But yeah, there's plenty of other places where the infrastructure actually isn't there. The tech really needs to be built out. If you're talking DeFi, if you're talking DePIN, that makes a lot more sense. And that's why you shouldn't expect to be able to invest in an infrastructure in these coins that are gonna it's like a make it play on day one. Like these things take a long time to play out, and the fact is that memes and even like platform coins, which are basically memes, that's like the first real use case that exists for crypto.
It also shouldn't be a guarantee that if you get in early on some infra play, it's like going to 50 bill and you're
Yeah.
like that should not be a guarantee.
It's deeply the market, private market is deeply broken, and I think there's only going to really be a change there. Because I know we haven't really been touching on that, and honestly, I'm a bit from outside of that space, but I've gotten a lot of insights from it being a builder, of course, and being in those circles. That I really think that for infra to change its playbook, and by the way, even if CT is really mad about it, nothing has really changed, not much. It's going to take time to play out, and people that are pumping up these bags and dumping them on retail at like billions of dollars of FDVs, they're only going to start changing their behaviors once they start bleeding.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's going to take a long time because you've got these private market rounds. They take years to unfold, and then they launch, and it's these super hype launches on centralized exchanges, and there's unlocks. It's going to take a while for that to hit, regrettably. But I think, they need to. They don't get the message. We need to send them a message.
You're sending it.
We need to send a message, not just with meme coins, but yeah, they're gonna have to. They're already bleeding. All alts are bleeding, and many of those infrastructure plays will never make a comeback. But yeah, I feel like we should also play a role here. We need to send memes higher to make them cope even more.
I mean, it's just crazy. Like, no matter how angry people get on CT or how many gigabrain 100 tweet info threads I read, it's like I am forever in the belief that crypto Twitter is the most fun part. It's the best part of crypto. 2021 cycle, I showed up every single day, tweeted 100 times a day, and I wasn't even trading I was barely even trading NFTs or coins. I was just tweeting about what was happening because it was so fun. It was so interesting. And that memes are a direct representation of that. And I think it feels like there's two sides of this cycle, and it's either like old guard, you're mad, you're not making money, or it's like new guard, you're participating in what's happening, you're making money, you're having fucking fun. And it's like very distinct who's on what side.
I think this is, and this comes back to what we said. I think because it's so controversial, this is like a really pivotal moment in crypto. And I think this is, if you don't know what to be optimistic about, this is what you should be optimistic about. You should be optimistic about the fact that this is a pivotal moment and something will come out of this. I would say this like 6 to 12 month stretch between probably a really, really bad bear market and the bull market that we're in or we're entering into. And by the way, this cycle is far from done. So
I thank you for saying that.
Yeah,
because I can't even have for people to say that we just went through an entire bull cycle and it's over is crazy to me because it feels like nothing happened, bro. Like what happened? It feels like nothing happened. There's a couple Pump.fun went crazy. Bitcoin barely sniffed an all-time high. And there was a couple coins, went to a couple bill, and that was about it.
Yeah, people are just like
nothing happened.
They just need stimulus, and not much is happening. But these things like take time to really unfold, like the ETFs and And again, what people are building on chain and new use cases, it takes a while until we can become optimistic again. So I think we're honestly these last couple of days really I'm not sure if it's an all-time high in nihilism and like pessimism.
It's getting there.
We're really getting there. Maybe we're not quite there yet. Maybe it's in the next couple of months, but I think slowly we're gonna start seeing optimism again. And I don't think at all this is gonna take away from memes. I think it's just gonna add to it. But I think it's just gonna be like, just like in the last cycle, we had so many different narratives going on. Right now, we just have memes. I think there's gonna be there could definitely be more narratives. There probably will be, but I think memes are just going to gain steam as the front runner in terms of getting public adoption.
Well, the thing about memes too is even in the most brutal bear market, if we take into account that memes are like a direct representation of crypto Twitter and CT culture, even the most brutal the bear market was lit, bro. There was so much going on in the bear market.
That's true.
So it's like there are attention cycles still happening, even though Bitcoin isn't is dumping or isn't riveting higher. It's like there's still like Pepe happened in a very weird market.
Yeah, I mean, all that stuff happened on base. You had NFTs were going down, but there's stuff going on. It was exciting.
There's always mini cycles happening. And that's a big bull case for the memes. We're about to be up on time. Here's the last thing I want to ask you is